So welcome back everyone. This is Wylock 6th grade guide for lesson 1, and hope you guys had a good summer, even though current circumstances aren't the best. And yeah, let's get started. So today I'm going to just go over some basic questions, highlighted ones from each section, and just run through them and just help you guys with it. And so the first part, exponents. These are very simple actually. Um, Basically what you're doing is you're stacking the same number and writing them in small numbers like this above this number, and you multiply, and that basically means you multiply that same number the amount of times you wrote that number. So to simply, let me just show you. Um, you have 2 times 2 times 2 here, which basically you put 2 to the third power. You basically, the way you say that is to the power. And this basically means you do 2 times 2 times 2 times, because you have 2 and to the power third. And this is basically 8. Yeah, that's honestly it. For each one, you just do the same thing. For however many numbers they are, you just write, like for this one, you would just do 12 to the second power, because there's two the same numbers, and you just do 12 times 12. And that's pretty much it for exponents. Now, for expressions and equations, these are also pretty simple. You want to just isolate the variable, and to do this, in this situation, you would want to subtract 4 from both sides, and that would allow you to isolate the variable. So it would just be x equals 13 minus 4. What is that? This already cancels out. This is 9. Wait, yeah, this is 9. So the answer here is literally x. It's just, 9, sorry, 9. And in this situation, same thing. You want to just um, isolate the variable. Here, you could just combine 11 and 3. So it would just be x plus 14 equals 22. And from here, same thing as this question, where you would subtract from 14 from both sides. And that would result this from getting cancelled, so it's just 0, and then be x equals 8. 22 minus 14. Yeah, that's also pretty much it for expressions in the equation. You're just solving for the x value, and you want to just, uh, just move around the numbers next to the x to the other side and find the number. Now, for absolute values, these are also very easy. Absolute value basically just means the total distance from 0. Oops. Let me, right. So this basically means the negative sign, if there is a negative sign, it does not matter. It's like you're just counting. Wait, oh, you're just counting how far a number is from 0, even if it's negative 20 or positive 400. The distance from here to here is the same for each side, even if it's going left or right, negative or positive. So in this case, it would be like 400 is 400 spaces from 0. Negative 20 is 20 spaces from 0. So number 1 here, absolute value sign, these are the 2 lines here, they basically mean this is absolute value question, and you're looking for the distance from 0. So the distance from 0 for 2 is just 2. The distance for 0 for negative 20.03 is just 20.03. So to put it very simply, you just ignore all negative numbers in this situation, and they all just turn positive. Now, and that's pretty much it for absolute values. For a word problem, I'll just do this one for you guys. The altitude of the elevator is represented by the expression 10 minus 2s, where s is the time in seconds. What is the altitude of the elevator after 4 seconds? Be sure to show your work. So the question is asking for the altitude of the elevator after 4 seconds. And the equation is, or the expression, sorry, is 10 minus 2s. So in this situation, they tell you the time in seconds. Right here. They tell you how much time has passed. And that basically means they gave you what this s is. So you just plug that in here. 10 minus 2 times 4. And you just solve this, which is 10 minus 8, just 2. 2. This is a fairly simple question, but realistically, they'll just give you the variable, what the variable is, and what the variable and what the question is going to be. And pretty much you just fill in what this number they give you afterwards into the appropriate variable that you need to use. And that's pretty much it for the word problems, honestly. They're not that hard. And yeah, you guys got this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.